Good morning, Dwayne here, Dry Creek Wrangler School. Fixing to take my Peso here and go on a ride, just Peso and I. And what I want to talk about real quick, just a short video, is trail riding with purpose. Now, a lot of people think that I'm on trail ride and I'm going to turn my brain off. Everything you do with your horse should have purpose, and we have purpose this morning. Now, the number one purpose for me is we just finished another series of school, did a couple of heavy videos on the 2 channels and everything, and I just want a break today. So I'm taking my horse and we're disappearing, and I'm just going to relax. Now when I go out, Mike here's got my phone, but my phone is going to go in my inside pocket. This is very important. The keys to my truck are going to go in my vest. My horse is a little bit more, his energy level is up a little bit this morning, and I expected that, and there's a reason for that. All this ties in together. Now, when you're going on a trail ride by yourself, there's 2 or 3 things you need to be aware of. Number one, I know my horse, and he's a little bit up this morning, and I know why, and I'm not worried about it. Okay, this horse is safe, he doesn't buck, and I'm in good riding shape. All right, so if you're going to go out by yourself, you need to make sure that you are 100% as much as you can with a horse. A horse is always a horse, but you've got a horse that is safe to ride, that you can ride, and you need to be in pretty decent riding shape. Okay, and so, but just in case, even though as experienced as I am and as good as my horse is, I'm going to have my phone on me, not in my saddlebag. That's very important. And I'm going to have the key to my truck either stashed around my truck where anybody can get it outside when my truck is locked, or it's going to be in my vest pocket, not on my horse. It won't be in my saddlebags. If something does happen and I come off and my horse leaves, I have a phone and I have the keys to my truck. Okay, that is just pretty standard. Now, so the purpose for me is, let's call it a therapy day. How about that? Okay, but I'm riding with purpose for my horse. Now, the reason he's just a little bit more, his energy and alertness is a little bit more up right now, is because he's out here by himself. Now, if the other horses we ride together all the time, if they were out here, he'd be standing here, his head's down, and he's asleep. When we get out on the trail, and he's getting better, I've been working with him quite a bit, but if the horses get so far ahead of him, he gets pretty agitated. So I want to take him out today, and my plan is to do between 10 and 15 miles, okay, in there. We're just going to spend the day out there. His head down, no training. Okay, I'm not working on any leg cues. I'm not working on any head cues. We're just going to go out there. I'm just using the Bozal, no bit, just relax. And I want to spend the day, him on the trail, with just he and I, with no other horses, and to help him start weaning off of the natural, okay, they're herd animals, so that natural emotional dependency on other horses. The other thing I was going to do, and I think it's worth mentioning, I've talked before, he's worn all kinds of bits. I've had his teeth checked. He's 5. All right, I've had his teeth checked twice by vets. His teeth are fine. He just don't like a bit. I think he was overcooked in a little bit before I got him. And so when I started riding him in a Bozal, he loves the Bozal. And so when I put him back in a bit, no matter how light my hands are, he don't like it. So I was going to put a bit in his mouth so he could just carry it all day, because we're not doing anything where I've got to come up into it. But then I've decided not to do that, because you want to train for one thing at a time. And so I want him to learn to be, when he's with other horses, he's unbelievably relaxed. But if we get out there and he gets a little bit worried because he's not with other horses, or we meet somebody else on the trail and he kind of attaches their horse, I want to help him work through that without also working with his disdain of a bit. Okay, so we have a purpose, and it's also for my health. Riding is incredibly healthy. and I've been in the saddle a lot, and I'm feeling better. And so another, what do you think we'll do today? 12 miles, 15 miles? It's incredibly healthy for me, so I'm going to do that too. But be aware of your horse. There's so many people go out trail riding and they think trail riding's nothing. But they go out trail riding and they're not in the proper physical shape or experience shape for the horse that they're riding. And the horse is not in the proper state of mind, proper level of training, proper level of obedience. Sometimes you get away with it and sometimes you don't. And but then when you don't, you've got all your stuff is hanging on a lot of cantle bags these days, saddle bags. Don't have your stuff in there. Have your stuff on you. Always be thoughtful and prepared and do everything you do with purpose. Okay? So we're going to load up old Peso here. Now you can see how his head is. He's pretty well locked on. I'm surprised he stopped. He's been whinnying pretty heavy while I was hooking the trailer up. But he knows I don't really like that. So he settled down when I come over here next to him. But we're going to load him up and we're going to head out to Green River Lake State Park, and just me and my pony today. And so horses are like everything else. The more you do it with purpose and the more you do it logically and reasonably, the safer it is and the more fun you'll have. Okay? So be logical, be reasonable, be safe, and have fun. And we'll catch you guys next time.